Anthropic just acquired Stainless. The AI tooling layer is consolidating, and regulated buyers are quietly losing their integration spine. For 2 years, AI tooling lived in a fragmented middle layer. SDK generators, prompt frameworks, evaluation harnesses, agent runtimes, each shipped by a different small company with a different runway. Buyers in regulated industries wired their workflows through those pieces because building from scratch was not an option. The middle layer was where the practical integration work got done. It was also where the dependency graph quietly hardened around vendors nobody had signed a long-term contract with. Anthropic acquired Stainless, the company that auto-generates type-safe API SDKs from OpenAI specifications. Stainless powers the official Anthropic Python and TypeScript SDKs, alongside SDKs for OpenAI, Cloudflare, and dozens of other vendors. The acquisition pulls SDK generation from neutral, cross-vendor infrastructure into the same company that ships one of the underlying models. Anthropic frames it as a deeper investment in developer experience. Functionally, it removes one of the last pieces of the AI tooling stack that did not belong to a model vendor. The middle layer just got smaller by one. For tribal council, federal compliance, regulated filings practice, the question is not whether Anthropic builds better SDKs. The question is whether the workflow is anchored on infrastructure the customer controls. The harness pattern owns the spine. Custom-engineered agentic system, customer-chosen inference, local or frontier, customer hardware, private VPN, customer data perimeter. When the tooling layer consolidates further, the workflow does not move. When a vendor walks away from a feature or repositions a roadmap, the engagement does not regress. Sovereignty is the design choice that protects the work, not just the data sitting behind it. The pushback writes itself. Building a customer-owned spine is expensive, and frontier vendors will always out-execute a custom system on raw capability. Both are partially true. But sovereignty is not about beating frontier capability. It is about owning the workflow that runs on top of whatever capability gets chosen this quarter. The harness is engineered, so the inference layer is swappable. The workflow stays still when the model underneath moves. If the work runs in a regulated domain, council, compliance, federal filings, and the AI strategy hinges on a single vendor's roadmap, see SlipSpace AI. Custom agentic AI harnessed around the workflow that has to keep running.